You know the history of Palm Beach?
No.
They created it. It was like a sandbar that they built up. And then they hired a bunch of black people to come on the island and build all the houses. They finished it. And then the island held a big party for the black people to celebrate. And then they torched all their houses.
What?
And forced them off the island, yeah.
They torched their houses?
Torched the houses.
After they were done building the mansion?
And it's probably the wealthiest piece of real estate in the country right now.
It's a little weird because I know we're going to eat a $70,000 pizza later, so it's kind of hard to get hyped for like a $2,000 steak.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
It's like slicing into a baby. Oh my God.
Whoa.
It's like slicing into a baby. It's like slicing into a baby. Four choice of words.
A $70,000 pizza. Now, if you guys have been reading the Epstein files, you know how many times they mention pizza and pizza parties, and that it's a code word for something else. And then when he talks about slicing into a baby, has any of you guys at all in your whole entire life compared slicing into a steak as slicing into a baby?
Try to tell you that Jeffrey Epstein was essentially Satoshi and you didn't believe me, but now the files are out and the connections are documented. Epstein was linked to the early Bitcoin ecosystem, funding channels, core developers, and political figures who now shape crypto regulation. Between 2002 and 2017, Epstein sent $750,000 to $850,000 to MIT. Part of that money supported the MIT Digital Currency Initiative, the group that paid the Bitcoin core developers when the Bitcoin Foundation ran out of money. The Digital Currency Initiative paid developers like Gavin Anderson, Vladimir van der Laan, and Corey Fields. Epstein even visited MIT 9 times, met with staff privately, essentially shaped the ecosystem of Bitcoin with these people. His name was hidden, so much so that they called him Voldemort. Emails also show a meeting at his Manhattan mansion with Brock Pierce and Larry Summers discussing Bitcoin years before it was mainstream. He was the mastermind behind Bitcoin. In 2018, Epstein emailed Steve Bannon about crypto taxes and campaign finance, and in 2014, he emailed Peter Thiel about Bitcoin's legal classification. None of this was public until now. I tried to tell you that Jeffrey Epstein was essentially Satoshi. I hope that now you've seen the truth.
And ladies and gentlemen, Jay-Z left America after the Epstein files came out. And you know who warned us for the past 15 years and we didn't listen? Mr. West. Mr. Kanye West warned us back when he made the new workout plan. Just double checked it. He didn't warn us 15 years ago. He warned us 22 years ago. So in this, you see kids are being dragged. And what are they being dragged to? Against their will. You'll see, bam, Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Bill Gates, Trump. And they're like, what? And, yeah, Kanye West made this back in 2002. Oh my gosh, like, allegedly since the Epstein file emails got leaked, Beyonce and Jay-Z supposedly are getting divorced, we don't know. But the fact that he had these people in his music video, but then, like, the kids being dragged literally against their will and then being shocked, like, it's crazy that, you know, none of us saw, none of us knew, none of us believed anything that was going on. But Mr. West, what can you do? I guess he just knew. And it's just still crazy that Jay-Z left. He fled. He dipped.
If you didn't even mention, you know, that you came back here and I gave you all this ice cream before dinner. Why don't we just make it our little secret, huh?
You know something, Mr. Horton? You're sneaky.
Sneaky.
Yeah, I'm getting a whole new respect for Sneaky.
You know something, Arnold? I really like you. I really like you. You and I are going to have a lot of good times together. I think I got some pictures around here of a bunch of us skinny dipping. You guys are going to love them. Let's see if I can find them. Here they are right here. Here we are down at the old water hole.
Hey, you don't have any clothes on either.
You don't think I'm going to let them kids have all the fun, do you? Look, everybody's laughing and horsing around, having a good time. We had a great old time that day.
Looks like fun to me.
Yeah. You know, that pizza would taste a whole lot better with a glass of wine. You guys care for a sip?
No, thanks. We're too young.
Too young? Huh? Did you realize that in France, everybody drinks wine, including kids much younger than you? To our new partnership.
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
That stuff really burns your hatch.
Now, we're going to take some pictures, and we're going to have another little sip of wine, and we're going to take some more pictures. And strike a pose for me there. Yeah, let's see what you did. Oh, hey, that's great, guys. Guys, we're just going to have a great time together this afternoon. Huh? All right, let's see those poses some more. That's the way to go.
Yes, Native Americans are Asian, Eurasian slaves. Let's start here. Why do prisoners wear these stripes? You know where this comes from? When I tell you, it's going to blow your mind. And I'm only doing this lecture because the Pueblo people came on all my posts and the Native American $5 Indians are now harassing me. Because I want to teach my people the truth with primary records, by the way. So, let me prove my point that the current Eurasian and South Asian Native Americans came here as slaves. Primary records only. Captives, Temple of the Warriors, which is the Chichen Itza complex. Black native, feathers. Shields, decorum of all natives. Who are these guys in the stripes? Let's get a close-up. Oh, this is going to end bad. Stripes, they put a paint on their body so the foreigners would be recognized as slaves. Temple of the Warriors. Ropes, slaves, no feathers, foreigners. You melanated black people, indigenous. These people, Asian slaves. Oh, we got more proof. Manila Galleon. Now, the Spanish learned this route from the Shi. I showed you in earlier videos the elephants we brought from Asia into America on primary epigraphy at Bonham-Peck. Well, this is the route. They took the route from South Asia and the Filipinos all the way over into Acapulco. This is why you can do genetic tests and find out that Mexicans and some of the tribal people of this area in the American Southwest had the same genetics as these people in South Asia, some in Northern Asia. What does it say? Port of Acapulco, the Manila galleon carrying slaves and other commodities arrived at Acapulco annually. From there, slaves travel on the what? China Road to Mexico City or elsewhere in the Viceroyalty of New Spain, Puerto de Acapulco. Here you go. They even called it the China Road. China. Where do y'all come from? Now it's dagger time. All of you Pueblo people who call yourself First Nations, you're not. You're on my post arguing with me, calling my people slaves. I'm going to tell you where that word comes from, but this is you. In the same stripes as are on the wall in Mexico. This is you. Kachina dolls? Wait a minute. Kachina. Now, we understand language that indigenous people use has double, triple entendres. This is what Creole means. I keep trying to tell y'all. Kachina. China. Now, Kachina has other meanings as well because we don't have linear speech and they don't understand that. But this is you, Native American prisoners, slaves. You came here as slaves. See, the problem is the reason why you're so racist when we start saying that black people are indigenous and we can show them on the walls or whatever, it is because you have been miseducated about your own history. You don't know where you come from. You came here as slaves with no culture. This is your people. From Bonham-Peck to the Temple of the Warriors to right here. These dolls are in the Brooklyn Museum. Why are they selling these dolls? Auction? See, you don't know Southern hoodoo. You don't know American hoodoo, which gave the world all these things that other people are trying to say are pagan. This is the oldest spiritual. This is a boogity doll. We know what this is. And so you cannot deceive us about your origins. The fact that I'm making it visual now is the greatest ritual that you could ever invoke. You should have left me alone. Because now you don't know what this means now that people are seeing this. I do. This is proof you were slaves. Museums have it. Auction blocks are selling. Why are they selling these dolls? Do you know why? 1941. Look at this. They don't know what this means. They think this means Kachina dances. The Kachina or Casina is where you get the word casino from, where you have cards. This is divination. The kitchen is where you get the word Kachina from as well. It is where we did plant medicine. They don't know what this culture is about at all. And so stop playing with us. We were never slaves. The 120 some odd years that we had battles and we were prisoners of war, we back up already as a people. The most brilliant people on earth, the most creative, the ones who create all the inventions, the one who bring the best entertainment. What are y'all doing on those reservations besides collecting welfare? You see, I will not ever let you treat my people, talk down on my people, say black never made anything when we know the truth. And now that y'all want us to believe that we were slaves and you were miseducated, now that I'm educating people, I never called y'all out. $5 Indians is not an insult. That is a real historical thing. No one called y'all names yet. You will never get away from this history. And now that I'm here, it's going to be everywhere. Native Americans were slaves. They came here as slaves, and they are culture vultures.
Okay, you guys, I'm on the scene where the FBI and the Vegas PD just busted up a possible Chinese bioweapons lab. And I found some pretty interesting things. Check this out. Now, here's a place where they said they found refrigerators with unmarked, unknown liquids, which is actually linked to another bioweapons lab that was found in Reedley, California. But check this out. Now, the house is right over there, but look where it is located. It's literally steps away from this right here, you guys, from the reservoir and pumping station. There you go, right there. So what does this mean? This means whatever they had planned, they want to be close to the water supply. So the last house that they busted up had HIV, Ebola, malaria, you name it. Now, this home was owned by a Chinese national by the name of David He, which was an alias, and he actually transferred the home to David Destiny Discovery, then fled to China post the 2023 Reedley raid. And not to mention the property manager, Ori Solomon, had multiple passports, including a French passport and an Israeli passport. Now, David He has been in custody since the 2023 raid, but not one, not two, but a third house that he actually owns in Clovis, California pops up as well, so need to look into this one too. And I've been telling you guys for a long time that China has been playing 5D chess when it comes to the invasion of America, because remember this? This happened last year where 3 Chinese scientists were smuggling in dangerous agricultural fungi via the University of Michigan. And it's important to note that one of the scientists actually came from Wuhan. Now, David He and his whole operation had rats that were genetically engineered with the COVID virus. And where do they say COVID started? Wuhan. And if China isn't invading America, then why do they own over 300,000 acres of land in America? And a lot of this land is around military bases, not to mention those pathogens that they were smuggling into the University of Michigan were toxic to agriculture, farmland. And we can't forget CCP-linked billionaire Neville Singham, who fled to Shanghai, was funding anti-ICE riots. So it seems like somebody has it out for us to erode America from the inside out. Make sure you guys go to my YouTube, The Maverick Approach, because I'm going to do a bigger breakdown on this, but let me know what you guys think below.
So now you're telling me that it has been approved in Japan, the ability to mix animal and human DNA, therefore splicing it and creating animal-human hybrids that are allowed to come to term. Now I'm going to let you marinate that for just a second. Are you good? Are we ready to cook this chicken? Now, the reason behind it is it's supposed to potentially help with human organ donors and transplants. Therefore, if you needed a heart, a liver, a lung, a kidney, you would have access to that quicker, because if you know anything about that, it is a very lengthy process and a very challenging one for those who need organs. But there are some huge red flags and a lot of skepticism attached to it, because they're not entirely sure what the human cells will potentially do to the animal brain. And then there's also the whole thing of religion. I swear every day I wake up, I'm like, what sci-fi movie did I just get a starring role on? What timeline did we just jump on? What universe are we currently residing in? So what do you think? Is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Let me know, put it in the comments. And obviously this is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only, but we need to talk about this